Our first lecture, the Canadian immigration system. Here we will understand what are the components of this immigration system and how can you understand it in order to immigrate to Canada. There are different ways to come to Canada. There's a temporary resident visa, the permanent resident visa, and the refugee and protected persons. And also, in the temporary resident classes, we have visitors categories, students, workers, and permit holder class. When it comes to visitors, people enter Canada with no visa, or people can enter Canada with visa requirements, or they can use the parent-grandparent super visa, popular choice these days. As a student, normally you will require a study permit. You can participate also with special programs. And as a worker, the most common way to come to Canada is with LMIA-based work permit. You also have the choice to come to Canada as a worker through an international mobility program or special programs. And you also can be authorized to work in Canada. Permit holder class are issued before admission and after admission. The permanent resident visa are divided into economic programs and family class programs. The economic programs are very popular, and among them we can find the skilled immigrant programs, the business class, the caregiver program, the provincial nominee program, and the Quebec immigration program. The skilled immigration program, among those programs we find the federal skilled worker, the federal skilled trade, and the Canadian experience class, and the Atlantic pilot program. It's a new program introduced for Atlantic Canada. In the business class we found the startup business class, the self-employed persons, the immigrant investor venture capital pilot that is on hold, and one that was discontinued recently was the entrepreneur that was terminated in 2014, and also the investor class that was terminated in 2014. The caregiver program, when we found the category for caring for children class and caring for people with high medical needs class. That's the most popular among the caregiver program. The provincial nominee programs focus on the needs of the provinces and managed by the provinces. And among these ones we can find the Alberta Immigration Nominee Program, the British Columbia PMP, the Saskatchewan Immigration Nominee Program, SIMP, the Manitoba PMP, the Ontario PMP, the Newfoundland and Labrador PMP, the New Brunswick PMP, the Nova Scotia PMP, the Prince Edward Island PMP, and the Northwest Territories Immigration Program, and finally the Yukon Territory Immigration Program. Quebec managed his own immigration program, and among the choices that we can find in Quebec are Quebec Skilled Worker Program, Quebec Business Programs, and Quebec Experience. The family class programs. We found in this category of programs the spouses, partners, and dependent children, the parents and grandparents, and special programs. Refugee and protected persons. Protected persons in Canada and dependents abroad, the privately sponsored refugees, the blended visa office refer, the government assisted refugees. When it comes to economic immigration class processing systems, we have the express entry and direct application. There's two ways you can apply to the economic immigration class. They can be processed either by express entry or direct application. Immigration programs processed under the express entries, we can find the Federal Skilled Worker Program, the Federal Skilled Trade Program, the Canadian Experience Class, and provincial nominee programs, approved programs that are selected by the province and territories only for express entry. Immigration programs processed by direct application, we can find the Provincial Nominee Program, the Quebec Economic Classes, and the Self-Employed Persons Program, and the Startup Visa Program.